Uncle Bobby Radio is for adults only. If you are a kid, do not listen.
And welcome to the Uncle Bobby Radio. I am your DJ, Uncle Bobby, and with me is my new best friend, Mark Fox.
Yay!
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
We're hanging out today.
I'm just doing a bit of trouble causing as I do.
Yeah, causing trouble. Therefore, since we're hanging out, I guess I'm not allowed to hang out with Mark Fox and Joe Seeker at the same time because they're having a sissy fight. So
a sissy fight.
So again, I'm stuck in the goddamn middle.
Yes.
And apparently,
it's big in the middle.
Even though last night and we're not going to talk shit on Joe because
we don't want to talk shit on Joe because then that makes me look bad. Even though I've grown up like a hell of a lot since the last time all stuff went off on Spreaker. Even though I don't come on Spreaker no more. This is the first time I've been on Spreaker in like God knows how long.
Right, and we will, we're going to touch on it a little bit. Jen the intern, I got to make sure she knows we're live so she can come in and we're live.
Jen the intern.
So she can come in. Now, but we're going to touch on it a little bit. We're not going to get into it. I'm not going to read what me and him are writing back our personal shit or anything like that. I'm just going to say that, we'll probably be fine. Hopefully, we'll be fine and doing a show, me and Joe, tonight. But I can't, for whatever reason, I can't talk to, be Mark's friend and be Joe's friend at the same time. So I'm going to be Mark's friend for the morning, and then he'll disappear and not talk to me for a week, and I won't have to worry about it till next week. So.
Because I've got a proper life now. I have to go to college. I have to do coursework. I have to type things up. It's dreadful being a student nowadays. In England, you have to do lots of work at home.
Right, and also my we're right here in the living room. My daughter hasn't gone to school yet, so this one's going to be. Even though I played the warning, Bell's warning, that you need to be an adult. Really, if you're going to be underage, and in the chat. And listening to this show, this is the episode to do it because now that Joe Seeker's not here, I'm going to try to tone it down. Mark Fox is underage as well, so
I'm not underage.
You're not 18.
Yeah, but that means I can still go and make babies.
He's calling me. I don't understand.
But don't add him in because I'm not going to speak to him because I'm not going to get shouted at and try to be made humiliated on the radio. I've gone past them days now. You can put me on hold if you want. I don't mind. I'll wait.
I'm doing a show. Hold on. I'm doing a show.
Don't read out what you're typing. I'll talk instead.
Mark. Okay, all right, go ahead, talk.
I can talk.
Go ahead, talk.
Okay, I can talk. You're listening to the Uncle Bobby show with your host, Uncle Bobby, and your co-host, Mr. Mark Fox, who you don't hear very much no more. Mr. Mark Fox is like just a legend nowadays. Is that right, Uncle Bobby?
That's right.
And Uncle Bella's in the background somewhere. Hi, Uncle Bella.
All right, let me answer it. Yes, Joe Seeker.
Listen, man. I really don't understand what you guys are up to, man.
What is the problem? I'm doing a show, Mark.
There is no fucking problem, Bob. You mean we're the call. You fucking the kid calls.
I'm on air, by the way. I'm on air.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell my side of it for one time before I get made out to be like I'm some great fucking ogre.
All right.
I'm talking to you on the fucking phone. The kid is purposely fucking following around now. He hasn't called nobody in fucking months. But now all of a sudden he's calling every chance he gets. He fucking calls fine.
Hello? Are you there?
So I'm not supposed to be offended because you say, well, I'm going to go now. Okay, so I say to you, whatever, and we have a little argument. It's no big deal. And that now you come on the show and you're going to humiliate me by even fucking talking about it. And no, listen. And he's taking the higher ground, but he's making sure he brings it up. But he's all above that, and you guys are above that. So whatever, man. Like, Spreaker is Spreaker. And if people want to live the show inside the fucking chat room, that's all you're ever going to be. But the reality is, the real shows that make it, like Mobster Boss that's on its way now, and stuff like that, they don't dwell on that shit. So fucking, if this is what we're going to do for another year, is fucking, you know, be the entertainment for little British fucking assholes and fucking all that shit, then I'm not interested. And whatever. I want to try to move on and put a fucking show together. And if this is what we're going to do, I'm not interested in none of this. And I'm not. And I've been trying to tell you that ever since you fucking come back. So yeah, no, I can't. I can't do a show with Mark Fox. I don't want to do a show with Mark Fox.
We weren't doing a show. We weren't doing a show. We were just having a conversation. And
let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. What happened yesterday with me and Mark Fox? How come, like, every time you talk to Mark Fox, I've got to, like, yell at him about his fucking noise and interference in the background, and yet he can't fucking understand it because he wants to sit there with his fucking no headphones on or fuck off, click-clacking away, listening to music and typing. So if you don't want to listen to that in your ear and you say something, you're a fucking dick.
I'm just saying that's fine. You two don't talk.
So,
I made a mistake by putting you two in the call because every time I do it, that shit happens. And I told him today, he's on hold, he's waiting. I told him today that, you know, I believe, because I've told you this, and I'm not going to tell you things and not tell him things. I think, you know, I agree. Perhaps it's a good chance that he is doing it on purpose because as smart as this kid is, I can't imagine him not knowing that.
Listen, Bobby, you know how many times I've been sitting here when everybody else hated that little cocksucker, and fucking we buddied him up, and he would call me up like right out of the blue, and he'd have one or two of his British friends there, and then I would sit here while his British friends fucking assault me and my fucking accent and everything, and they'd laugh, and then fucking he'd hang up, and then he'd call me back. Oh, I'm sorry about my mates. We're nothing more than amusement for him when he's bored, is all we are. And I'm not fucking playing the game no more. Like, I like Jen. I think she's a great girl. You know what I mean? I got no problems with Jen. But she has subject friends too. Am I saying that I'm the most likable guy on Spreaker? No, I'm not. People fucking hate me because I ain't got time for their bullshit.
It's not even that they hate you. You hate them. You hate that. And all I'm trying to do is try to be friends with everybody.
How many times?
And you get all fired up.
When Mark comes around and he fucking and he puts his headphones on and he don't fuck around. How many times have I yelled at him for nothing? How many times do I lose it on Car Crash Keith? How many times do I lose it on Bella? How many times do I lose it on you?
No.
When I was making a noise and I had my headset and you could hear me fucking chomping and stuff, and you said something about the noise, what did I do, Bobby?
I understand all that. You took them off. You used
it,
you know.
But yeah, I'm supposed to change the things that irritate me.
No, we were just
trying to fucking irritate me.
I was just doing a little goof, and then me and Mark were going to do a show, and we were going to get off of it. And we were going to do other shit. Jen was in here. We were going to talk. She was going to try to see if she could get on air. We weren't going to do a whole show about this. I was just fucking around with you. I didn't mean to get you all fired up, though. I was just breaking your balls.
Well, fuck it. Why did you even have to talk about it? Why did you even have to bring my name up in the show?
Because the title is Mark Fox is my new best friend, and I want to explain why I'm fucking around. And then we were dropping it.
What we're going to do is you were going to talk about how Joe Seeker's all pissed off and crazy, so Mark's my new best friend, ha ha ha, and leave it hanging like that is what you were going to do.
Because it's funny to me that you get so wound up, and it's not. I understand why you're pissed at Mark. I understand, and perhaps you're right. Perhaps he's doing that, but you take it out on me every time. I told you that's your problem. That's his. Because you started going off on me in the chat.
Bobby, is I was in a conversation with you
for an hour, 2 hours we were talking. So I told you the goddamn rules. You're gonna hate everybody else on Spreaker. There's gonna have to be rules on and he ain't even on Spreaker. See, he hangs up on me.
And what you're saying is
well, Mark hung up on me. What? Oh, I can wait. Him too. I'm getting tired of everybody. Why did he hang up?
I don't know what you it's fucking. I was like, we were in a conversation. Mark Fox calls all out of the blue, and
he didn't call. I talked to you. I started talking to you. 5 minutes into the conversation, he calls. I said, I'll call you later. I'm on the phone with Joe. And then 2 hours passed. He called back. He gave us 2 hours to talk. So when he called me back, I said, all right, hold on. Granted, I should have just hung up with you, but I'm not sure that would have made you feel any better.
What did you do? You left me on
I
hold.
put you on hold, but then next time I'll hang up. But you still would have got mad because I'm leaving you for him, and you don't like him. Every time you don't like somebody, I suffer.
You make it sound like it's a fucking jealousy thing.
It is, because every fucking time you get mad at somebody.
It's about respect for somebody else's time. When you make plans with somebody to do a show and you don't show up, you're not respecting that commitment.
You're bringing up shit that has nothing to do with this. We weren't planning to do a show. We were just bullshitting on the...
Bobby. Fucking leaving somebody on hold for... when you don't plan on coming back is a lack of respect.
I was just sitting there talking to him. You could have taken...
You're telling me that I would get mad when you don't know what I would get mad over.
It's Skype. You could have said, hey, are you getting back on? I was like, well, I'm still talking to Joe. I'll let you go. Mark, I'll let you go and talk to you later. You get crazy. You get all nuts.
What do you mean I get nuts?
You hung up on me and then started fucking going crazy in the chat.
What did I say?
You want me to read the chat? Because I wasn't going to do that.
No, well, I want to see.
I'll read the whole chat down if you want. You got mad.
I want to see what crazy is.
You got mad. You want me to read it?
No, I'm going to look.
You started getting mad at me. You started getting mad at me because I was talking to him and not you. And you told me that, pretty much go fuck myself. And granted, I think it's funny and I fucking irritate you. And I guess I shouldn't do that because I don't want it to get this far. I really don't. But honestly, I don't know what else to do because you get mad at me for talking to other people. We talked for 2 hours. So
don't get mad at you about talking to other people, Bobby. I never get mad at you when you're talking to Big N and I call you and you say you're talking to Big N. You're saying that I flip out at you.
Because you don't hate Big N. You just don't talk to Big N.
No. If you were talking to Mark and I called you and you said I'm talking to Mark, do I flip out at you?
All right, I'm gonna start being best friends with Stoner Jesus too, and see what happens then. Then you won't fucking talk to me. If I talk to Chris Top, you said you won't talk to me anymore.
Well, okay, yeah, I won't.
That's telling me who I can hang out with. Why can't I be your friend but not be nobody else's? That's not a friend.
So what you're saying is everything that you said and did about Chris Top is you just did it because you didn't
I'm
believe
using
it.
him as an example. I'm just saying you're telling me who I can and can't hang out with.
So you're saying everything you did and said about Chris Top you just did because you didn't believe any of it.
No, aren't you listening to what I'm saying? I use him as an example.
Okay.
Because you're telling me who I can and cannot be friends with. If I decide that maybe I did feel everything you felt and maybe I changed my mind. Why is that not? But I didn't. But I'm saying, what if I did? And then you wouldn't talk to me anymore. Why?
Well, because then what you're telling me is, what you're then saying to me is, Bobby, is I think that you're wrong, and you're an idiot. That despite everything that you say and that everything that every rational adult that's ever listening to it agrees with, fucking, I think you're wrong. And I think he has a right to be here.
I think I should be able to do whatever I want and talk to whoever I want. And you shouldn't judge me because you're supposed to be my friend. And you shouldn't get mad at me because I talk to people you don't like.
I don't get mad when you talk to people I don't like. I get mad when you disrespect my fucking time. Is what I get mad at. And you never seem to make that connection.
I'm telling you now, all right, I shouldn't have put you on hold. But all you had to do was hang up. And call me later, or I would have called you when I was done talking to Mark. You didn't have to fucking get all mad at me. Like, it's all about, like, you. Oh, me, Joe Seeker. Like, calm down. Relax. Everybody needs to relax. Stop getting so wound up.
What I said was, when I flipped out after fucking 10 minutes on...
Hello? Hello?
On hold, I said, I'm not waiting on hold, whatever, dude. Hell is what I said.
All right, and I didn't get mad right away. I was just kidding. I was joking around with you, and then you started getting really mad. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.